know? What if I told you one country has a massive influence over the world's money, and it directly affects your daily life? Your savings, even your future. And no, it's not what you might expect. That country is the United States. The United States is the largest economy in the world and one of the biggest consumer markets. It also imports more goods and services than any other country. That means businesses from Asia, Europe, Africa, everywhere, all want access to the US market, because where demand is high, profits follow. Now here's the real reason behind America's influence: the US dollar. This is not just a national currency, it's the world's dominant global currency. Most international trade is done in US dollars. Oil, gold, and major commodities are priced in dollars. Even when two countries trade with each other, they often use the dollar. But it goes even deeper. Countries hold dollars as reserves. International loans are often issued in dollars, and global banks rely heavily on US-linked systems. So when the dollar moves, the entire world feels it. Now let's talk about demand. The US economy is worth around $28 to $29 trillion, about a quarter of the global economy. Americans also have strong spending power. This makes the United States the most attractive market in the world. Countries like China, Mexico, Canada, Japan, Germany, and South Korea export heavily to the US. For many businesses, success in America means success globally. Now the big question, how does this affect you? Even if you don't live in the United States, you are still connected to this system. If the US raises interest rates, borrowing becomes more expensive around the world. If the dollar becomes stronger, your local currency may lose value. If inflation rises in the US, prices often increase globally. That means your cost of living can go up, your savings can lose value, and loans or business costs can become more expensive. This is why US economic decisions are watched so closely across the world. Here's something most people don't realize. America doesn't just influence money, it influences the system of money. Global banking networks, financial institutions, and even trade policies. All are deeply connected to US decisions. But let's be clear, this is not total control. Other economies like China and the European Union are growing fast. The global system is changing. But for now, the United States remains a central force in the global economy. So whether you realize it or not, your financial life, your income, your savings, your future is connected to global systems influenced by the US. Understanding this gives you an advantage, because when you understand money, you make better decisions. If you want to learn more about money, investing, and global economics, make sure to subscribe, because the more you understand how money works, the more control you have over your life. And remember, today's biggest battles are not only fought with weapons, but through economics and business. I'll see you in the next video.